Working from home? Maybe you're getting paid too much. I think we'll cut it. Seems fair? Well, Whitehall officials have had high-level talks discussing scrapping a wage top-up for civil servants if they refuse to work in the office. Predictably, this debate managed to find its way to all workers. Mike Parry, yeah, I don't know who he is either, was arguing for a wage cut on Jeremy Vine.
Cut the pay of people working from home. You obviously don't think you can, no.
I think you should.
What, you think you should?
Yes, I do, because if you're making yourself available for work, if somebody's an employer, whether it's the government or whether it's a commercial operation, you sign up for them, you make yourself available for work, and then your employer tells you where you work to best utilise your skills and your talents. If I go into an office, I might have half an idea, and I sit down with somebody, in a morning editorial meeting or something, and somebody else has got a quarter of an idea, and then somebody else has got a half an idea, and we put them together and we've got an idea.
Sorry, did he just say that people come up with a quarter of an idea? There's another word for that. It's called an idea. I get his point about mental health, that being at home all of the time with no human interaction is not good. But what's also not good is forcing people into the office and spending time and money, commuting, forcing many to pay for expensive childcare. You think that would be good for people's mental well-being? Although maybe Mike is entirely correct, since this is what he does at home.
Count you down. 3, 2, 1.
Rentier capitalism is the driving force behind pushing people back to work. There is a financial incentive to keep offices open. A profit is to be made. Does anyone actually enjoy the office? A place where you're monitored constantly in tiny cramped spaces. Surprisingly, it seems working from home has had a positive impact when it comes to productivity, as it seems it has increased. When employers, directors, senior executives or business owners were asked what unexpected benefits has been provided from working from home, 30% reported that their teams have been more productive, while 35% said they've been more collaborative. TalkTalk Chief Executive Tristia Harrison suggested that the productivity levels are so high that they can achieve a week's worth of work in 4 days. Allowing people to choose to work from home, even on a part-time basis, has a positive impact on society, whether it's less crammed buses, trams or trains to less pollution. I can talk more about the benefits to the economy or benefits for the business, but I won't. Why? Because we need to stop seeing this as a myopic through the eyes of those who own capital or those in power. But we should be seeing this through the point of view of the worker. Maybe we should strive for happier workers. I know, such a controversial idea. People should be given the flexibility and the option to work from home, not because it's good for productivity, but because it's good for employees. It seems the political narrative is still beholden to Thatcherism, that we're not making the moral argument, but one of economics and business. The reality is, wages are rubbish and boss man at the top is richer than ever. Austerity has caused 120,000 unnecessary deaths. COVID has ravaged society and this government's negligence has allowed 130,000 people to die. We need to be looking at a new relationship to work, one of better work-life balance, and the use of technology at our disposal to do that. The counter-proposal should be work hours included in the commute time. Employers should be paying for the workers to get to work. A 4-day week with no loss of pay. It's time we had more leisure time. Finally, the minimum wage needs to be a living wage. There is absolutely no excuse for people working full-time in poverty. We can stop that. Our rights are being stripped away, and the next great idea is to cut wages? Don't you think we should finally call time on making people's lives worse?